The Trojans at an uncustomary 4-5. Of course, in 2018, they did finish at 5-7, taking on UCLA. So, depending on if you're into rivalries, some people will discard this game and say, well, neither team's really that good. I don't want to see it. Others will have certain memories of the past and be drawn to the uniforms on the same field, which, especially when they're playing at the Rose Bowl, I will say this, it's a bit different at the Coliseum, but especially at the Rose Bowl, you put these two uniforms on the same field at the Rose Bowl, and it's the best sight in college football, in my estimation.
You're exactly right. It is the most aesthetically pleasing sight. And, we should do double home uniforms more often. Michigan wearing the blue and Ohio State wearing the red. This should be done throughout the sport. Really, it would really crackle. It would really pop. We should be doing this regularly. So it's a shame that what USC and UCLA have done hasn't spread more across the country. And so, yeah, this Saturday when the USC UCLA game comes on, and if you have two TVs, put the main games on your main TV, but then just have USC UCLA on mute, and you can just look at those lovely double home uniforms to as some eye candy.
Although I would say,
if you're mad at your own team, looking at the UCLA USC double home unis, it'll bring down the blood pressure, so it's good for your health.
Or if you're mad at your own team, just make yourself a USC fan for the afternoon and understand that it could be worse. The one thing I will say in regards to this being special with the home and home uniforms being used and why it makes sense is that they're both located in the same city. So they're both, I am just guessing on this, that the origin of this was the thought that they're both at home regardless of where they play.
I don't know that for a fact, but I think it does lend something to that. It's the battle for your own piece of turf. So why should one team concede wearing the home uniforms? It definitely makes sense. And going back to O.J. Simpson versus Gary Beeben in the late 1960s, when both programs were national championship caliber, Beeben winning the Heisman in 67, O.J. winning it in 68. That was the golden era. And so, to anything that can be done to recall that golden age, why not do it? And so it's, they didn't do this for a few decades, but then they revived it earlier this century. It's a great thing they did. And more teams around the country should do it.
Well, the headliner for the game is that Jackson Dart receives the start for USC at quarterback, as you alerted me before we started to record. How do you size up this matchup? What is going to stand out to you? What do you think the keys to the game are?
Well, both defenses are atrocious. So, like, if I don't know what the over-under is. I'm thinking this game gets to 80 points at least, if not more. Now, it might not be BYU Virginia. It might not be, another similar video game shootout, but I do think it'll at least get into the 40s. Both defenses have been terrible, bad against, both the run and the pass. Mark, we're sitting here late in the season looking at how much LSU's offense has just completely stalled, ground to a halt. Doesn't UCLA's ability to contain LSU's offense now, all these months later, look very different? We can realize now very clearly that was all about LSU's offense not being very good. It wasn't about UCLA's defense making progress. So really, as you size up this game, it's pretty clear that there should be lots of points. Now, USC not having Drake London, that's obviously going to hurt in a shootout. You need, your big gun in a game that figures to be something like 49-42. Not Florida Samford maybe, but so close to it. So like that's going to be a missing piece. But UCLA's defense has been legitimately bad. Utah lit them up. Arizona State lit them up. And Arizona State's been struggling, in recent weeks as well. So, like, I still think USC can put up a big number, but will it be big enough to eclipse what the Trojans' defense is likely to give up to Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who, his ceiling might not be all that high, but he's been there before. Unlike Jackson Dart, Dart has the advantage of playing with house money, nothing to lose, but he doesn't have Drake London, who was his go-to guy. And you saw Jackson Dart struggle against Arizona State in the time he had on the field. Just not having Drake London's really going to probably catch up with USC in this game. But if Dorian Thompson-Robinson throws a few interceptions, I think that's probably the number one key. That if Dorian Thompson-Robinson plays the way he's capable of playing for UCLA, the Bruins should be in position to win a shootout, precisely because Drake London's not there for USC. But if DTR puts a few balls on the carpet, throws a few interceptions, maybe even a pick six, if he slips on the banana peel, which he has been known to do, it's kind of a metaphor for the larger Chip Kelly era at UCLA, then USC has a chance. And